Hey Leo, my name is Swiss Weeks and welcome to your February 2021. We have three, kind of like main ideas or theme cards that set the tone, and then we follow up with three cards representing the beginning, the middle, and then the end of the month. Some of this is just going to come off as more of a collective reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. For this first card here, it says mirror. And it says, who or what is triggering you? All right, mirror, who or what is triggering you? Now, I'm just going to read off a blurb from the actual book here. It says, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we unconsciously get triggered. There are people and there are situations that reflect to us what we believe to be real or we believe to be true. This card tells you to closely examine past experiences that you've had and ask yourself, when have I felt like this before? All right, so for those of you who don't know, basically what this card is going to be saying, Leo, is that there might need to be a period of shadow work, okay? Also, I have the Three of Swords, all right? So to me, this is just kind of telling me that the Three of Swords, it's basically saying that, at the beginning of the month, you might feel like you're being tested. You may feel like somebody might make some kind of a comment or, that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, that makes you hurt. There could be an event that makes you feel defensive as well, because we have the Seven of Fire, which is like the Seven of Wands. So there's definitely going to be some sort of an event that really gets you feeling like you want to club somebody in the head with this with this club here. But don't do that, of course. Just like I said, doing shadow work asks you to remind yourself, what is it? Why am I so triggered? But when this person said something like that, why do I get so triggered? It must be something that must be true about me. That's just what this is. That's what shadow work is about. Figuring out why you get triggered when certain people say certain things. Is because, do you believe it to be true? Is it because at some point you experienced this in other people and you didn't like it because you felt like it was in you as well? You feel like they're telling the truth in some way? This is kind of what's going to be the tone for the month of February for you, just in one aspect. This is not what every card up here is talking about. This is just talking about one aspect, one part of the month, in some ways. Yeah. So yeah, definitely with the Three of Swords, I can definitely sense that there's been some sort of a heartbreak in the past that could leave you feeling really defensive. Um, I don't know, it feels like it may have had you feeling like you need to explain yourself, or feeling like you need to explain why you're not what they proclaim you to be, or you're feeling like you need to prove yourself otherwise here. Okay, that's still going to be a part of the shadow work thing. Even if this person didn't say anything that was very offensive to you, the purpose of doing the shadow work is whenever you feel like you're less than and that you have to prove yourself, you don't have to prove yourself. You can think and do whatever you will. But the thing is, you have to know, when to fight battles, because sometimes a lot of these battles aren't worth fighting. So that Three of Swords and the Seven of Fire, which is the Seven of Wands, that feeling defensiveness over something that happened in the past, this card is just telling you that you might need to take a deeper look at yourself and figure out, why do you get so triggered over certain comments, over certain actions, over certain experiences? Because there may be a way out of feeling like this. Okay. That's just my first impression of what's going on. Now, I can definitely tell towards the end of the month, we have the King of Earth, which is basically like the King of Coins. So the King of Coins just kind of tells me that, once you've done your shadow work, or once you, have attained that higher wisdom through all the tests that you might be put through, not just this month, but in the past that you've been put to, if you continue to remember this card, things won't bother you in the future. All right, you continue to remain faithful and true to yourself, of who you truly are from the inside out, and you won't feel the need to kind of comply or prove someone else otherwise, or snap back at people. You won't feel the need to do those things. And even I myself had to work on it. And I'm not saying that I just had a temper, but I had a problem with believing people when they would tell me certain things that I felt weren't quite true, but I began to believe them. And when I started to hear them more and more, I started to believe, well, maybe it is true. Maybe that is true about myself. And I had to tell myself these things aren't true. And I can be whoever I decide to be, and I won't give anyone else the power to decide who I am. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but like I said, the more shadow work that you do, the more shadow work that can be done, the more confident you will be in your position in this lifetime. That's basically what the King of Pentacles is saying here, okay? The King of Pentacles is a very confident individual, a very self-assured person, a person that doesn't need to rely on anyone else and their opinion of them because they have their own sense of self-worth. That's what this card is representing. Okay, that was just, one aspect, Leo, that's not going to be the whole month of February is doing a bunch of shadow work. Most people are afraid of shadow work, which is, it's understandable. Now, the next card that I want to tell you, or the energy that I want to tell you about, is the Oracle card that says Luminescence. Luminescence. It's like they broke it down into two words, or maybe that's how you actually spell luminescence. I'm not sure. um, okay, so I'm going to read again from what this card says real quick. It says, luminescence, loving yourself is about accepting all of yourself, including the parts that you consider to be less desirable. Self-love is completely unconditional. So the first thing I notice is that I have the King of Cups at the beginning of the month. I have the Oracle card that says the number 20, and it says dark matter. And then I also have the Eight of Cups here. So Eight of Cups here, or Eight of Water. Now I want to start with the beginning of the month. I think there's going to be some sort of a masculine energy that's going to be around you this month, okay? And this person is very wise, and they're probably very loving. They're probably very mature. I think the presence of this individual gives you a better understanding from where they're coming from. The reason why I say that is because there's a zebra, not a zebra, but a giraffe on this image. It's kind of hard to make out in all the designs, but there's actually a giraffe. And to me, the giraffe just represents getting the bigger picture, understanding things from a higher viewpoint. All right. So I think that this person, this male individual, or this masculine energy that's going to come into your life, or that is already in your life, perhaps, is going to be kind of getting you to see things from their perspective, from the way they view you. And the way that they view you is the King of Cups, which is about having a mature, open heart, as the luminescence in this image does. It's like sending out those heart chakra waves. Okay, so this person has a lot of love to give, and a lot of mature love. A lot of mature love, and knowing that not everyone is perfect, but the fact that they accept you for who you are. And also, like I said, this person just wants to make sure that you understand this. Their mission is to get you to kind of open up your heart right here. They want to get you to kind of open this area up a little bit. They want to get you to be, you might start noticing things like they might be doing nice gestures for you, giving you compliments, maybe having like little, deeper conversations than a normal person. I'm just going to say that this person is definitely pure-hearted, because this Eight of Cups here just tells me that their intentions are pure. All right. And on top of that, like I said, they might be giving you gifts and things like that. I'm just going off of the card and what I see here, but I'm definitely sensing that this person doesn't want you to feel judged. This person doesn't want you to feel insecure, because those are the key words on my card here. It says hiding from judgment or insecurities. So this person is here to kind of open up that heart chakra, get you to open up so that you can kind of move past those insecurities, because this person has probably dealt with them as well. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm seeing here. Now, in the beginning of the month, I know I skipped over it, but I skipped over it for, a little small reason. We have a card that says dark matter, unseen forces at work, and karma. So I do believe that this person is in your life for a reason, for a purpose. And I think that the next group kind of explains that, because I did look over it a little bit. And the next group kind of explains that karmic situation, just a little bit. But I do feel like you are meant to be around this person. There is a deeper connection that you're meant to have with this person. And then we have the keyword being karma here. So I think that this person may have known you from a past life. I know this is getting really woo-woo or whatever, but that's just what I'm sensing, is that maybe you might feel like very familiar, a deep connection with this individual. You sense the purity of their heart with the white horse, and you love the gifts that they give you. So this is not meant to be a love reading, but I just read whatever energies come up or whatever is prevalent for you, Leo. And I think, Leo, this could also go vice versa. This might mean that you may be someone who's the loving, gentle energy, which I know that Leos tend to be. Leos tend to be very vibrant, and they tend to be very romantic. And I think that this person, you're trying to get this individual to open up from a romantic point of view, or either from like a, deeper connection. Something like that, something like, just a deeper connection, trying to get this person to open up. So you might find yourself being a lot more talkative with this individual. You want them to kind of like express how they feel about you, and you may find yourself expressing how you feel about them. So that's just, a small part of it for February. The next card we have is High Priestess, mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. That's the name of this card. Basically, this card to me tells me that there are going to be some unseen forces at play here. And that's kind of where I got the dark matter, unseen forces at work, aka karma. So definitely going to be some unseen forces that are going to be at work here. It's like you're going to begin to have a lot of moments where things just kind of like, aha, click together, fall in place. Suddenly things make sense, and you begin to trust the unfolding of where your life is heading. You continue to pay attention to those signs, those dreams, those synchronicities. Like I said, there's a lot of karmic situations, things just coming together seemingly out of nowhere, but this is actually destined to be. And I feel like this individual is actually someone who is destined to be with you. This water sign male, or this masculine energy, is someone who's destined to be in your life to give you a little bit more guidance, to kind of give you the pep talk that you need, the energy, that loving, caring energy that you need to carry you out through the rest of the month of February, and probably so on and so forth, even after the month of February. But for the most part, I want you to just, for this card, continue to pay attention to your dreams, to other billboards and signs and things like that, because I feel like it's all a part of your destiny here. Okay. Now, I also sense that some of you in the beginning of the month are really going to be tapping into your artistic side, because we have the keyword being sculpture with the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire just represents a lot of potential and a lot of creative sparks going on. So some of our keywords is creative vision, artistic creation, and the creator. All of those are going to be tying into you during the beginning of the month. I really sense that some of you are just going to be using your hands to create something that is already inside of your mind. It's like you're going to be bringing it down to where it's something tangible, okay? Many of you might have the urge to like bend yourself within your passions and your creations here. And the reason why I'm getting that is because I have the keyword being Uranus, and Uranus is about doing things that are very abstract here. You're doing things that are very abstract. You're indulging yourself in your passion. I know the keyword also says sexuality as well, but I really didn't get a whole lot of sexuality on the other following cards, so I'm not really going to use that. But I do sense that you get a heightened sense of pleasure, almost like a euphoric energy from doing this type of creative work, whatever it may be, dance, art, music, drawing, painting. But you're going to definitely dive deep into that creative Leo essence that you have. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we have the number 10, which represents a completion. So things are going to be wrapping up with a boom at the end of the month as far as your creativity is concerned. You might also experience a lot of surprises, like you didn't know that you could be this creative. You didn't know that you can get this much attention. You didn't know that you can get this type of outcome out of what it is that you're doing, what you love doing. Maybe it's something you haven't done in a long time, and because you're revisiting it, you're fully charged. Ace of Wands, you're fully charged. And it's kind of like you just kind of take off. You might find yourself being a little bit more distant from people, wanting to be having more alone time, not really wanting to talk on the phone because you don't want anything to kind of get in the way of that artistic urge that you're going to be having towards the beginning, middle, and the end of February. So happy artisticing, if that's a word. Leo, thank you for watching the video. If you like to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe. Catch me whenever I go live, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.